Earlier, I told you that sometimes we can have multiple relationships between two models. So here we have two relationships between collection and product. Now, out of the two, we have only implemented the one-to-many relationship. Now, as part of implementing the other relationship, we're going to face a situation called a circular dependency, which is something we should avoid. A circular dependency happens when two classes depend on each other at the same time. So the product class is going to be dependent on the collection class, and at the same time, the collection class is going to be dependent on the product class. So let me show you how to handle this situation. So back in the code, here in the product class, we have this field called collection, which is a foreign key to the collection class. So here we have a dependency from the product class towards the collection class. Now, to implement the other relationship, we have to go to the collection class and add a new field here called featured underlying product, which is going to be a foreign key to the product class. Now, here we're going to set onDelete to, well, if we delete a product and that product happens to be the featured product for a collection, here we want to set this field to null. So I'm going to set this to models.setNull. And that means we should make this field nullable. So here we pass another keyword argument, null equals true. Now look over here, we have an error saying product is not defined. We are seeing this error because the product class is defined after the collection class. Now this is where we have a circular dependency. So in the product class, we have a dependency to the collection class, and that's why we define the collection class before the product class. However, because of the circular dependency, now the collection class also needs to be dependent on the product class, which is not possible. To solve this problem, we need to wrap this in quotes and pass a string here. So this solves our problem. However, this introduces a new kind of problem. If tomorrow we decide to rename this product class to something else, this string is not going to get updated. Let me show you. So we put the cursor here, press F2 to rename product to something else. Let's say product 1. Now look, this string is not updated. So use this technique only if you have to, okay? Now let's rename this back to product. Good. Save the changes. Now let's open up the terminal window. We have an error saying reverse query name for featured product clashes with field name collection. What is going on here? Let me explain. So in the collection class, we have a field called featured product, right? Now, as you know, Django is going to automatically create the reverse relationship for us. So that means in the product class, we're going to have a field called collection, which represents the other end of the relationship. And this is exactly where the problem happens. Because in the product class, we already have a field called collection. So Django cannot create the reverse relationship because of the name clash. So here we have two choices. One solution is to set related name to something other than collection. Or if we don't care about the reverse relationship, we can simply type a plus sign here. This tells Django not to create that reverse relationship. Well, let's save the changes. Look in the terminal. The error is gone and our server has started at this address. Perfect.